most of us here as independent business owners have heard before the importance of having a business plan. Well, here's the interesting part. Over the period of time that I've had the opportunity to work with some wonderful, stellar entrepreneurs, I've asked them, so tell me a little bit about your business plan. Do you have one? What are the feelings that conjure up in you when you hear the word business plan? Well, interestingly enough, very seldom do I hear words like joyous, excitement, jubilation, not so much. Normally what I hear is anxiety, nervousness, overwhelm, uncertainty. These are the kind of things that sometimes come up. When we think business plans and operations plans, we think big companies, Microsoft and Google. Well, guess what? Business plans are important. But if you can't relate to what it is and how it should work for you in your business, you're not going to do it. Or if you do, you're going to look at it and usually not go back and take a look at it until the end of the year when you decide, well, maybe I could have done better and I should have done something different. So what I like to talk about is a profit plan. And what I believe the difference between a profit plan and a business plan is that human connection, that emotion, the reason why you get up every day and do what you do. So we use the word passion and passionate a lot, and we hear it especially as female entrepreneurs, if that's the role you play. And so I decided, gosh, is it getting a little diluted, or do we really know what it is to have a passion about something? So I looked it up in the dictionary. And according to Webster, passion means an intense, overmastering conviction. Wow. I mean, think about that. Think about being intense about something. Overmastering. How many of us want to be masters of our own destination? Masters in our industry? So as I started thinking a little bit about what that means, and as I was working with entrepreneurs, and I was running my own businesses over the years, I realized what it really came down to was the why. So I have two independent clients that I'm working with. One of them says to me, Deanna, I want to make $100,000 this year. Great. The other one says, yeah, that sounds good. Me too. I can tell you right now that the person who can dig deep and find out why it's important to them is the one that's going to make the difference. So let me give you an example. I asked one of the clients, so you telling me you want to make $100,000 this year, why is that so important to you? So she thinks about it for a little while and says, well, I have a son that's struggling in school. Okay. I imagine that it's important to you that that situation get better, but how is you going out, picking up a new client, closing an extra deal, and making $100,000 going to change his ability to do well and succeed in school? So she says to me, I think that he could really benefit from a tutor, and I want to be able to afford to do that for him. Excellent. Now, we can all relate to the fact that that's important, and that in itself could make a difference, not only in that child's life, but the reason why this woman gets up every day and works so hard at what she does. But here's the extra step. When I said to her, if you can't provide him with that tutor and he can't do better, how does that make you feel? And she turns to me and says, I feel as though I'm not setting him up for the maximum success in his life. He won't get into college, and I'm not doing my job as a parent. Wow. I can tell you right now, we all love the beginning of the year. We all love the start of the quarter. We love that chance to start fresh and do better. When I watch that person get up every single day, I can guarantee you time and time again she will be the one that succeeds because she understands that picking up that phone and calling that client, closing that deal every time, improving her systems and showing up when she should, she knows that that ties back to something that's important to her and the people that are around her that she loves. That's the difference. Now here's the tough piece to all this. The tough piece is a lot of people will tell you that you need a plan, but they won't tell you what that plan should look like. My plan is very specific. We're not just going to sit down and talk about just the fuzzy whys, because guess what? Your whys change every day too. Things that are important to you in January may not mean that much to you in June. It's always a moving target. But the 5 specific segments of a profit plan are not. I don't care if you're a baker or if you're a systems engineer. At the end of the day, there are 5 things that your plan should have. They're very specific. They have internal and external ramifications, and that's what we're going to put in place for you to make sure that every day when you get up, you know exactly where you're headed and exactly what your priorities should be.